Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here, and today we are going to be working with this gorgeous MDF piece that I got from the gorgeous Julia. So this is from her newest collection, which looks a bit overexposed. Let me just move that light out the way just to give it, there we go. So I have put it together. Now you will have seen when Julia put hers together, she did it this way round. Well, I decided to do mine this way. And it's just really to show you that you can have it any way that you want. The design of it is your own. So how gorgeous is that? So it does sit like that. We do have the little table with the teacup and the teapot on, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. We then have a pack of goodies. So I have already used some of these. I did a book cover using one of these, which is just absolutely gorgeous, and one of these and a few other bits. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do something a little bit different. So I am going to come in with my black gesso, if I can open it, which, oh, there we go. Just to say I can open that. So I am going to come in with my black gesso, and I'm going to coat the whole thing in black, because so I'm going to do mine together, so as you can see, and it fits in very, very nicely. It's very, very snug and lovely. But I'm wanting to do sort of like a steampunk, so I don't want to sort of do really bright. Well, actually, I don't know. See, I'm telling you what I don't want to do, and then I'm thinking in my head, actually, really, I do want to do that. So, yeah, we will see what happens. I know that I would like to start with a black base, just because it is a top hat, and why not? Why not indeed? And I am also going to do it on the back as well, because I'm thinking that I may, well, actually, yeah, I'd like to decorate the back of it as well, so that if it is on a shelf anywhere and it turns round, then it's all decorated on the back as well. Whether I leave it black or whether I put a few little bits on, I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I should really take the teapot and teacup out to do these, but never mind. Okay, so very quick and easy to coat. You don't actually need to prime this, which is really, really good, because it's already done for you, but because I know that I'm wanting to start with a black base and I'm wanting to bring in some metallic colours, that is why I've decided that I am going to paint this black. You also want to be very careful around where all the holes are. So as you can see, I am getting quite a bit, but that was because I'm not very careful. But I also want, so if you don't want your holes filling with paint or gesso, then my advice would be use just a small amount. I haven't done that, but because I'm going for sort of like a steamy punk look, that is why I'm sort of I'm not being as careful as I would normally be. So let me just, there we go. So the last bit on this side, so there you go, it is nice and coated. So we're going to paint this side as well, because like I said, I'd like both sides are decorated. So once we've got this base on, I'll just put it to one side. This gesso is brilliant. It dries really, really quickly. It is Peabo Studio Acrylics gesso. I think I've pronounced that right. Absolutely love it. I prefer my white gesso. I do actually prefer the 13 Arts white gesso. Super, super hard to get hold of. So if any of you do get hold of it and know where, please let me know. Because I only have a couple of tubs left. I am actually using up all of my other gessos first, just because most of them have been opened where I've tried them, and I don't want to waste. And this year is all about using what's in our stash. obviously I'll still buy stuff, but I don't want to buy as much if I really like something. So I have actually just bought, oh, they're absolutely gorgeous. Let me just show you. So when Julia appeared on Hochanda, I didn't have these sets. I had to buy them. I mean, look at these, and they all go perfectly well with this project. I mean, oh, they're just absolutely gorgeous. Now I thought this was Hattie and it's not. This is Alice. This I'm assuming is Hattie. So yeah, I do apologize. No, this is Hattie, sorry. Oh, see, getting mixed up. Anyway, I had to buy the full set. So I did. I bought the full set. I just love them. So there's certain things that I am going to buy if I love them. So yeah. But I am going to try and do lots of stash busting. So, right, okay. Now that that's done and nicely coated, let me just leave this just here. And do I have my wipes to hand? I have a feeling I probably won't have because my husband... Oh, no, I lie. I'm sorry, husband. I will not blame you because we have them here. So let's get this black off. Now I need to work out which bits I want to use. So the first thing is I love this mushroom. Absolutely love this mushroom, but I have an idea for this, so I don't want to put it on the hat. So I have another book idea which I think will be absolutely gorgeous with that mushroom and with a few of the journaling these stamps. So these are the journaling edition stamps. So I really want to use them with that. So I'm not going to use that one because I do think it'll look gorgeous. Look at this, bits everywhere. Right, okay. Right, that's better. Well, clean again. Definitely want to use these. And I quite like the idea of using two, one on top of the other, just sort of like that. But we do need to paint these up black. We do have the teacups. Now I am going to do what Julia did because I just thought it looked amazing. So she had all of the cups stacked up just like this. I just absolutely loved it. So I think I'm going to do that as well. And we do have plenty of cups. I love the teapots. I'm very tempted to also have the teapot sort of stacked up. Definitely want these, a few other bits as well. Right, okay, so I'm just waffling now. Let's paint all of these black as well. So I am going to be doing a lot of dry brushing on this. I think I might even bring in the Curious Wonders collection and do some fussy cutting out of there because there are some absolutely gorgeous elements. I love the flowers, so I know I want some of them. Although I do have the stamp. No, yes I do. I do have the stamp of the flowers, but yeah, I like them ones. So I should really put some paper down for these. I'm not worried about getting the sides on these because really the fact that they are dark brown will just mean that they will be slightly lighter and give them a shadow so you can see them sort of, what's the word, stand out a little bit more. So I quite like that. Let me bring this light back in just in case it is a bit darker. Okay, just right. So we do want some of the cups. Actually, do you know what? Right, I'll finish painting this one. I'm not going to paint these. I'm going to leave them. I think because I do think I want these bright colours. But I really want the metallics as well. And the metallics show up so much better. Oh, do you know what? Let's just paint them black. Let's just do that because I think that I really want to use metallics on this and shimmer pastes, and well, I don't even know if I've got any shimmer pastes. We might have to try and make one if we can. Not that I know how to, but we can come up with something. Right, make sure these are all, I want one more this way. Okay. So I'm not really using much of the black at all because I don't want the inside of these to be covered, so I am really using this quite sparingly. So I'm just using what's on my brush. As you can see, it's taking a while. However, by doing it this way, I'm not going to get paint into all the grooves and lose that gorgeous detail. When I do need to dip it in, it'll just be very, very lightly in the lid so that we don't do that. Right, I'm going to leave the rest because, yeah, I don't know what we're doing with them yet. Oh, although I do love this, so this is going to get go as well. So again, let's paint this black. And then we'll go from there and we'll work out what we're going to do. So I might have to blast these. I mean, this is actually nearly dry, so let me just wipe my hands because we have black everywhere. And then I think we'll get out the paper collection and we'll have a look to see what's in the paper collection itself, because I think if I really want to fussy cut some of the elements that are already in there because I think they work perfectly. And then I'm also going to go and get some paints and stuff, some metallic paints, bits and pieces out of my stash, and then let's go from there, because I'm thinking I might mix some like coppers and bronze with some like really bright acrylic paints. And yeah, so yeah, let's see where we're going to go. So if I grab them out now, okay, so here they are. Now I do have, and it's absolute gorgeous collection, so if you have not, oh, my other stamps are in there. So this is the other stamp set that Juliet released that I absolutely love and fell in love with. And there's the little flower that I could use. So this is the scene building, which I will come on actually and show you some scene building, because they're absolutely brilliant for, and I mean, I only use 6x6 square base as well. It's not the only one, it's what I prefer, but you can still make a scene using these gorgeous stamps. So that's them. Anyway, oh, we do have some bits that we can fussy cut because I would like some of those flowers, so that's really good. I think I might even go with some of the clocks. I don't think I want blues in, so I'm just going to use, oh, and we also have some of the words as well, which I think we should use because that would be really, really fun. So I do have Hattie here, so there she is. So she is definitely going to go to the tea party. We have, oh, let's see what we have. We also have an Alice, and no, I want to use them on cards. Yeah. Oh, I might use that, and I might use that bit. Got a little, oh, I might even use that. Let's have a look. Right, okay, what I'm going to do, I was going to go off camera now, and what I'm going to do is I am just going to, oh, yeah, is fussy cut some elements out, and then once I fussy cut the elements out, we'll come back and we'll start building our scene. Okay, so I'm back. What I've done is I have fussy cut some elements over here, so I've just popped them over there. Now I've just been in my stash, and I have all of these wooden letters, and I just thought how nice would they be just to build up a sort of background using them. They have all different styles as well, and I just thought it would look really, really cool. So what we're going to do is I have got some gel medium here. Now I've got a couple of little tubs that I would like to use up, so we'll get them both out. I do need a paintbrush, so this one will do. and then I am just going to put some gel medium on them because I would like this to sort of last. So all I'm going to do is just build up all of the different letters and put them sideways, upside down, turn them around, just basically do things randomly. So I'm going to put this bit on fast forward, and then I will come back once we've built up the background. I'm also going to do the same to the back of the hat as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. Okay, so I did that. I coated it all in gesso, but how fab is that background? That background is so cool. I absolutely love it. That is actually still wet there. I did blast it with my heat gun, so there is a few areas that probably are still wet, but that is fine. We can still work around it. That I don't need anymore. Right, I'm just having a look. So we've got these elements now. I was trying to decide whether to add these elements now or whether or not to add them at the end. So I think what I'm going to do is add them probably at the end, just because I really want to bring out this texture, so I don't want anything to sort of cover it. So to bring out the texture, what I'm going to do is, first of all, I need a paintbrush. So we're going to do some dry brushing. So I'm just using just a bog standard paintbrush, nothing special about it. Now I've got a few colours. So I've got this matte pistachio from 13 Arts. I've got my copper from Inca Gold, so I thought we could use that. I also have this paint, which these three are just from the Works. It's their Works paint, and this is transparent yellow oxide, so I thought we'll give that a go. So I know it sounds like an unusual mix, but and then I thought I'd bring in the light magenta, so this pink, because of the flowers that we're going to use. And then the last one that I thought we could use was maybe add some of this purple in as well, which is violet. So just a small touch. So it looks random, but hopefully it will look really nice together. So I'm going to start off with the green, and we are just going to dry brush it just to bring out some of that detail, and I think it's going to look amazing. So when you're dry brushing, you want as little on your brush as possible, and then you just sort of eye hold towards the end, and then you just flick in with your wrist, and that's it really. So that's all we're going to do, because like I said, we do want to bring out all of this gorgeous texture. So yeah. And then what you want to do is sort of do a couple of coats of this, like of each colour. So you're sort of starting off light, and you build in the colour as you go, because you can always add colour. You can't take it away unless you are to start from scratch. So as you can see, there's not much showing there. So let's go on to the next colour. I'm thinking I might have to add some white to that. What do you call it, the green, because it is very, very thick. It wasn't when I got it, not that I can remember. I've had it quite a while. So so yeah, so as you can see, just add in the colour or just over those letters. Lady, right, I'll be back in a second. Sorry about that. If you can hear anything, it is Lady. She's now gone to a food bowl. She did come in, and she decided that she was going to have a go at my flowers, because why wouldn't she? Okay. And if you saw Lady's face through the speed up bit, that was my daughter. She had hold of her, and she brought her in for kisses. So yeah. Right, okay, so there is that colour. I'm then going to bring in this gorgeous pink. I'm not changing my brush because I don't see the point. And as you can see, just a hint of that gorgeous pink is just absolutely lovely. So that black does need to, I need to dry that black off a bit more, because it is, there is places where it is sort of still wet. So yeah, and now the doggies are playing. So I'm going to continue doing this. I will put it on speed up, because as you can hear, the dogs are going for it. So yeah, enjoy. you will have seen that I did the dry brushing on the hat base itself. So as you can see, absolutely gorgeous, and on the back as well. So if it does, if you can see the back when it is on display, it looks pretty too. But I'm absolutely loving it. So now I also, while I was on speed up, I thought I will colour these in as well, and I've done them in quite bright, vibrant colours. I wanted to sort of bring in this blue, but I also wanted to bring in a bit of pink and purple. So I don't think they're too bad. I think they've turned out really, really nicely, and against that background they pop absolutely gorgeous. Not sure which one I'm going to have in front yet. But yeah, like I said, absolutely love them. I'm even tempted just to bring one just about there. Yeah, and then we have this one as well, which yeah, I need to place. We also have our teapots, teacups, and then look, we've got our lovely Hattie, who's just going to go perfectly. So the paints I use to do all of my embellishments, so I did bring in these paints from craft box. So I do get a subscription box every 2 months off them, which is a mixed media one. Really hard to get hold of. It's never ever up in the shop. I think they only have so many, so if you subscribe, like I subscribed when they very first started. But I haven't used these paints in forever, so I've just used these. I mean, you can use any paints that you want. So I did have a collection. So let me just put them away, so that we can get to our desk. These ones were just from the works. They were done on the hat. So again, I put them away. Now I did have some 13 art paints. Oh, I forgot about the yellow. The yellow would have been really nice, but never mind. So I used them. I wanted to use this really vibrant toxic yellow. I absolutely love it. However, it's not very it's not actually a very good paint. It is a 13 arts one, but it's a bit, it's like a mousse. I mean, it says it's an acrylic paint, but it's more like mousse than anything else. So let me get rid of them. And then the last thing they brought in that's give everything a nice coat of shimmer is these. And these are I think it's Lumia paints from Craftbox. So it's their own design, really, really thin paints. Absolutely gorgeous to use. I love them. You have to shake them every time you use them. I've just coated everything in them because I wanted that metallic look and feel to it, and that's basically what these have given me. So now I've put all them away, we can get in with my coffee. My husband made me a lovely cup of coffee while I was busy doing some bits and pieces, so which was very kind of him. Now we do have we've got the words, which I will be using. I don't think I'm going to use them. I don't think they go. Unfortunately, I really wanted to as well, but never mind. Now, we do have these as well, which, I mean, they are really, really cool. But I think if I do add them on, I don't think I want to add any colour to them. I want to keep them sort of plain. So we have one more. Let's have a trying to think, what else do you have? Spades, diamonds, there we are. And then maybe a diamond somewhere, maybe there. So I quite like the idea of that. Yeah, although I might colour them in. I think I'll have to make them blend if I'm to use them. So we do have them. Now the teapots and stuff we do have as well. So I think the dark one on the bottom with this one, followed by our gorgeous teacups. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure. First of all, we're going to start with the paper elements. Coffee is lovely. So I've cut all of these clock designs out. So I like the idea of sort of having them just dotted around. So, and I'm having them upside down, I'm having them facing different ways, because I just love the quirkiness of it all. Yeah, got another piece here which would look really nice there, and then maybe I'm thinking half a one. Where's my scissors? There we are. So let us do another half one and put that one there. So that's what I'm thinking with the clocks, although I quite like that one there. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Right, make sure all of this, there we go. So I'm just going to use my hot glue gun to stick these down. I do actually need another glue stick. So, and then we're just going to pop that down there like that. So if you can hear anything, that is my daughter singing. I think she's practicing, goodness knows what. So yeah, I am sorry if you can hear that, but she knows I am recording. I did tell her so. If she's singing, it's her own fault. So yeah, okay, right. I need this to warm up just a little bit. Now I'm going to leave the flowers till last because I do want to add on some of these elements first. Now, do you know what? I am going to cut this down, if I can. Oh, there we go. Because I would like it just to sort of sit just nicely under the table like that. Yeah, I really like that. And then I do want this one up this side. So let me glue this down. And then we'll glue this one. I think there's only one more left after this. You can use gel medium, you can use wet glue. I am using my glue gun because I'm wanting it to stick straight away. So yeah, there we go. Right, I will be back in 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Right, the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to add this. Now I'm just going to add a little dollop at the bottom, and then we are going to position it so, and like I say, I do want it sort of just underneath that table ever so slightly, so just like that. So that's what I'm looking at. Which one do we want at the front? I think we'll have the really bright colourful one at the front. So let me put another glue stick in. So on this one I am going to put hot glue all the way down this bit because this isn't going to be standing on its own. It is actually going to be standing up against the hat itself. So just like that. How gorgeous does that look? Oh, I'm so pleased with this. And then the next one, I'm just going to have it coming off here, so it'll be stood on its own there. So that is where this one's going to go. So I'm going to make myself a little, I don't know what you call it, like sort of stand table thing. So using my hot glue, just put a blob, and then yeah, when it dries it should in theory hold it. So sorry, I'm going to have to put it like that just for a second. Okay, right, so there is that. And now I don't want this to go to waste because I do like it. Now let me just get this and let us put just a little bit black over the top so that's not more visible, and I'm going to put black around the edges of that as well, because we can use it. So if you can use it, why not? Oh, I'm getting black all on the front, which isn't good. Okay, so I'm going to just pop this off to the side to dry, and then we will add it onto our project. So leave that there to dry. Right, okay, now we do have the teapots. Now I quite like having a teapot there and maybe the other one there, so maybe sort of just like that. And then I'm thinking having the cups sort of stacked just like this. There. Let me move them over. It is quite, the cups are similar to Julia's, but I love the way that Julia did hers. But I quite like that. I'm thinking that's what I want to do. And then the last thing will be, we'll add our gorgeous lady, which is our lovely Hattie. So I'm going to put her just at the front here. And then we've got the flowers for our last bit of embellishments. So let me put some hot glue onto this teapot, and then so that we can stick it to there, so just like that. And then we need to sort of put a dollop of glue there. I've got a bead attached to it, and then like we did with the stand, we want to sort of make that sort of a bit in which it can stand on. Let me just move that 1 second, just to make sure that it is all stuck together, and it is, which I'm happy with. The other thing I was thinking, maybe having a cup just underneath as if it was getting poured into the cup. Yeah, I think we will. So again, I'm just going to build up some glue and to make our little stand. Right, I am sorry, it's a bit hard to sort of film it. Okay, so just have it like that 1 second while that dries, and then maybe, yeah, I'm going to put a second cup on because I think 4 cups will look silly on the background. So again, I will show you once these have dried and stuck into place. But I'm loving it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And then, actually, do you know what? I'm going to put the last of the cups. Where did I put that other one? There it is. Come on. Okay. So that is it so far. But what I'm thinking, so as I held it up, I quite like the idea of having a cup here, a cup there, and then a cup there. So instead of having it like Julia's, so that's what I'm thinking. Just like that. So it's behind the, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So I can put these ones on. Just, now we'll have that one tipped that way. And then we'll have this one tipped this way, so just like that, and then we'll have this tipped. So yeah, sorry, I'm going to have to lift it up again so that it sticks into place. Like that. Okay, so that is what we are looking at. How fab is that? I love it. I absolutely love it. Right, okay, so the last few things to do, I'm not going to add any of the hearts or anything because I just love it the way that it is, but I am going to add some flowers, and I am going to add our lovely Hattie as well. And then we do have this little piece here which I am going to add. Where shall I add it? Oh, I'm not actually quite sure. Right. Do you know what? I don't think I do want to add it. Yeah, nope, not going to. Okay, so that was easy enough to decide, wasn't it? So we have some edge ones. So these edge ones, actually I'm not sure where we're going to put them, but I'm sure we'll find somewhere. We're going to put our lovely girl just behind here. So I am going to have some glue on her, and then before it sort of drops off, stick her down. Ooh. And then she will and then anchor it onto there, and again with this bit anchor her there, and then the hat as well can be anchored. Right, okay, so there we have our girl. She is all done. We do have, I'm going to add a flower to the bottom of there, because I really like that and how it looks. Do have a corner piece as well, but I don't think I want to use that one. I quite like that under there, so we will pop that one there. There we go. Let's give them some definition, these ones. In there. Like this. Oh. So there's that one. Again, let's give it some movement, some 3D elements. So I'll have that one up there. Oh, I need to put another glue stick in. Okay, just like that. Then another one. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think this might be the last one, and I'm thinking that one there, like that. Yeah. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. I really, really do. I'm just having a look to see if we can add all of the elements, but I'm not liking it. I think that's making it a bit too busy. Right, now I did say that was the last thing. However, we have these amazing words which are lovely. I love tea party, so I think we should have tea party. I think we should have tea time, eat me, drink me, definitely have them. So tea time, eat me, drink me, and then let's have a look. What's this one? I'm not crazy, my reality is just different to yours. I'm going to put that just around that bottom edge there. Now I am actually going to come in and bring in my red liner tape, if I can see it anywhere. No, actually I won't. I'll bring in my wet glue. Or do I? Yeah. So, yeah, I think this would be perfect. If this wants to come out, there is. Actually, I've got a glue here. It's just about full, so we will use this. I do. Oh, no, I'm making a mess with it. Okay. So, loads of glue, and then we are going to stick this on just like this, all the way around, just like that. And then we'll leave that to dry. How cool is that? That looks amazing. Right. Okay, so that's that bit, and then we do have these bits as well. So again, I'm just going to use this glue. What glue is it? It is art glitter glue. Dries clear, adhesive, permanent, water-based, non-toxic, and dries acid-free. So there you go. On there, there, and then this one. Actually, let's add, we need to add a dollop of the glue gun because we need it to be quite high. There we go. And then I am going to bring in my glue gun under here. There we go. Perfect. If it'll stay down. Right, I do need to unblock this nozzle, which I will do off camera, so I'll sort that out in a bit. Right, okay. So that's it, I think. There we go. Isn't that absolutely fab? Look, how cool is that? Wow, I absolutely love it. I'm in love. 1 second, so I don't know if you can see, we do have sort of, see if it'll, there. We have glue strings on here and just in where the letters are. So all I'm going to do is blast it with my heat gun. So there we go. And then as you can see, there's no more strings left off the heat gun. So a little tip for you. Okay, that is it for today. I hope you've enjoyed watching this. I know it's been a long video, and I have sped up bits that I thought we could get away with. I mean, I've absolutely loved doing this project. I will leave links in the description box below to Julia's shop, where you'll be able to buy this gorgeous hat from, and it is, oh, it's just amazing. The only thing I've added out of my stash is my paints and letters, but I really wanted to add them in. But yeah, do you know what? I've just, where are we? I did cut out some smaller ones, and I'm thinking we need a flower on my little teapot, so I am going to add one because I think we need it. And then to make it what's the word, make it odd numbers, I'm also going to add one, actually it needs to be that way, just onto the sentiment there. Right, there we have it. Now I'm definitely finished. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and like I was saying, the links to Julia's shop will be in my description box below, so do check that out. Also go and check out Julia's channel. She has made one of these and it's absolutely amazing. I've tried to steer clear of bright colours ish. I've tried to think of something just that little bit different, so I hope I've succeeded. This will be treasured forever because I think it's amazing. Look at that. Yeah, absolutely perfect. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and sticking with me all the way through, and hopefully I'll see you very soon in my next video. But until then, happy crafting. Bye.